what I would like to cover this class is a little introduction about SED. In fact, we'll see a few SED programs as well. So if someone asks, advanced shell scripting, it starts from grep, find, cut, awk, SED, and these various regular expressions, right? So I have here an example which is not really related to SED, but I just want to understand. I just want to make the difference between double quotes and single quotes evident before we go into SED. I believe we already looked at this command. I mean, the difference between double quotes and single quotes as part of one of our previous classes. But just wanted to let you know that, the difference between here just one more time. So any quick thoughts on the difference between double quotes and single quotes?
Okay.
Here I'm saying echo testing double quotations. I put that in double quotes. So echo is your home directory $home. Okay. So testing double quotation.
I think the. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So here testing double quotation with escape character. What happens if I put an escape character here? What happens if I just use single quotes? Right?
I think in the single quotes, the $home is not picked up the value of the home, the variable, in single quotes.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, you are right. There is a concept called weak quotes and strong quotes. Double quotes are weakest ones. So dollar values will be replaced.
Okay.
Single quotes are strongest ones. So dollar values won't be replaced. So everything inside this will be just a text, plain text. So if you just want to, if you look at the first output here, testing double quotation, is your home directory is $home db to nst1. But if you don't want $home to be picked up, you have to use this escape character here. And what happens if you use the single quotes is, you don't have to use escape character. Single quotes, there is no replacement happens inside. Okay.
Okay, sure.
So that's why we call this double quotes as a weak quotes, single quotes as a strong quotes.
Okay, okay.
Because going forward, we use these double quotes and single quotes as part of SED and ARC more frequently. And just want to clear the difference here, double and single.
Sure.
Okay. So what's your idea so far on SED, SED command? What's your experience in SED?
Yeah, all I know is like we can replace or like remove, say like the headers and so on. So that's all I know. I really never
okay. So that's
used it much.
It's one of the major functionality that you spoke about. SED is a stream editor. SED, S stands for stream, ED stands for editor. When we talk about editor, the first thing that comes to our mind is VI editor, right?
Yes.
Then what is the difference between SED stream editor and normal VI editor? Okay, so you'll find the difference here. As the name says, stream editor, the moment input comes in, stream editor will apply some commands on top of the input and it will give you the output. It's like a stream, a stream of bytes that flows in, like a stream. It's like just a that comes in and it takes a different shape and goes away.
Okay.
SED, in fact, ARC are a non-interactive stream-oriented editors, which is used to modify files. Whereas when you go to VI, yeah, it is not a stream-oriented editor. See, the quick difference between SED and VI is you have to open VI and you do all the modifications and you do save. But when you go to SED, it's a stream-oriented, but VI is not a stream-oriented. Well, VI is interactive and SED is non-interactive. So if
okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means you apply all the rules ahead and whatever the input that's coming in, the rules will be applied and you'll get the output, like string substitution. So this is non-interactive, but it's a stream oriented. But when you go to VI, that is interactive, but it's not a stream oriented. That means whenever you submit some input here, and the output will flow to the other side. So one example, one major usage of this stream editor is to do some substitutions. So we'll look at that example in the next slide. One example here that shows that substitution of day with night. When you send some input here, echo Sunday, the input comes here. The input will be given as the echo. The output is given as input to SED. Now SED will apply some rules on top of this line, and the output will appear on the screen. Okay.
Okay.
The syntax with SED is, if you want to replace a string or a character or anything, you have to use S command here. S stands for substitution. Yes. The first what is that you want to replace, with what you want to replace. Yes. Replace day with night. Okay. Now if I show you that here, when you say echo Sunday, okay, what I'm saying is I'm applying set command day as night. So whatever is that's coming on the left hand, it will be replaced with the night. Okay. Now if I write another example here, Sunday, Monday, when I say SED day with night, only the first occurrence will be replaced here. You know the way grep, cut, SED, arc works is on a given input, it goes line by line. Here we have only one line. Okay, in the one line, the moment it finds a day string occurrence, it will replace that with night. But the thing here is it will replace only the first occurrence. Okay, and it will try to go to the next line, but here there is no next line, so it will end. So if you want to replace globally, you have to say G. Replace for all the occurrences in a single line. For example, when you say echo Sunday, Monday, \n, Tuesday, oh, it's not picking up this \n. How do I replace? How do I display this \n? No, it's not picking it up. I think I have that example coming up anyway. Okay.
Okay,
So,
sure.
did you get
The first one you explained is similar to VI also, right? We use the global.
exactly? So
The
yeah, also the same thing. You replace, when you say this, it will only replace the current line. But if you want to replace all the occurrences in the file, you have to say G.
okay, right.
Okay. Now, any quick guesses on what this third line do here?
Is it the first two of it and ignore Tuesday? Okay. Play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2G. Second one. Global.
I think it will replace it from second instance to global.
Okay, okay.
From the second instance, it will replace. The first one won't be touched.
Okay, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because the G had to make sense. 2 is second, but then
second one. When you say these two, only the second one will be replaced.
okay, sure, got it.
Then, if you have some file, you can take input from this file, right? And you can change all Unix to Linux, and you can move that to linux.org. So one example that I most frequently refer here is unix.org. If I go to this what is Unix, and if I copy this and paste it here, unix.org, just to get some data, that's it, nothing else. It has a bunch of
Okay.
places where the word Unix is there. So if you want to replace all such things in one shot, all you got to say is SED replace with Unix with Linux, take Unix input from unix.org, and the thing will be displayed on the screen. By default, the output will come to a screen. All Unix
So,
will be replaced with Linux. So if you don't want that, you can redirect that to some other file. The same thing. Same thing will be written to other file. It's just a global replacement as you've seen it above. Oh, okay. Look at this. So any quick guesses on what this will do?
deal with night. And, so save it to a file, is it?
Yeah. So instead of doing it here, move it to linux_all.org or linux.org. You can directly write it here. SED has this facility, like when you say write it to linux.org, take in linux 1.org, unix.org. It will display on the screen, and at the same time it will write into this file. So SED itself has that facility to write it to a file.
I have a question. I think I was lazy to always fix this. If there is a word Unix in I mean not the word Unix, but there is another word which contains NIX, that does get replaced as LINUX in this case, right? It like some other word which has these four letters in between.
Okay. Yeah, I see your point.
I mean,
I see your point. If let's say some ABC in front of Unix.
yeah,
So,
I know there is a way, but I was just easy. I never figured it out. I thought maybe
yeah, I
I'll
remember.
draw that.
You know, as part of one thing we had to fix it. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine. I just,
no,
but I mean, I still have an issue, and I always uh, ignore it. So, really, even if I replace in a VI,
it's the same thing in VI.
yeah, I think
Same stream editor we call.
it was with profile. Like in a script, we always source
Yeah.
dot profile, but then
One thing. Here is one thing you can do. Okay. Let me. So you are talking about it's like, for example, if I take asdf.text, hello, this is just Unix, of course. the following board also has Unix. Something like this, right? Even this Unix has it.
Exactly.
One thing you can do here is, let me show it to you here. Boy, come on. You can say yes, 1 comma dollar, okay, from first line to last line. Search for the word which has a space in front, Unix.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay.
If it is part of, if you want to be exactly sure that before a space and after a space, that's it.
Okay, got it. Okay, okay,
And
makes sense.
replace that with a space, Linux space global.
Okay, got it.
This Unix was not touched because there was no space after this.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
one way of doing this is, yeah, yep, that's how you do it.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
why did you use and dollar? I'm just curious to know. Is it like standard you would recommend,
Then
or is it
how do
just
you use it then? Just say you said, oh, okay. So how did you replace? Let's see if I want to replace Linux with Unix, how did you replace? Just say colon S.
yeah?
Okay, I
I
know.
think percent. One second, I forgot. What is that? I think it was. Let me see quickly. It was.
Okay. Take that.
It,
So generally that $1 means first line to last line.
yeah, percentages is what I remember. I used to use.
Oh, okay.
I
Colon percentages, something like this.
yeah, yeah. That's what I remember.
Let's try
And
it.
then yeah, Unix.
It's also getting
Yeah.
this. Yeah, perfect. So, but what if I don't
Okay.
want to replace entire occurrences only from the first 1 to 10 lines? How do you do that?
Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking when you use the word. Probably I have to use 1 comma 10 in that case.
Exactly. That's the occurrence. So if you don't want to touch, first 10
Okay,
lines,
got it.
start from 11th line.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so good with the slide so far.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, the important thing here is, I'm not sure you have ever noticed it. Do we have to use always the forward slash here? No.
Uh, uh, oh, okay.
No, not really. So S is only the mandatory thing. Okay. Whatever following S is a delimiter. Remember that delimiter has to appear thrice in the whole occurrence of the single quotation stuff. Okay.
Okay, okay, sure.
So it can be anything. It can be anything. But it has to be unique across those three occurrences. For example, here.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I'm using forward slash. Here I'm using underscore. Here I'm using colon. There is no hard and fast rule that we have to use only forward slash, but forward slash is something that people use default.
Okay,
When you say sed s colon day replaced with night colon g, yeah. I mean the delimiter, it's hardly anyone, very few people notice it, but the thing is, it's just not necessary to use the forward slash as a delimiter always. But remember the syntax error that comes is most of the people ignore this last forward slash. If there is no, what happens is most of the time we say this. So remember with yes, the delimiter is anything we can pick it up, but that has to repeat 3 times. One here, and one at the end. Just to avoid those
okay,
initial syntax errors.
got it. Okay.
Okay. Now, this is a little interesting thing. what's happening here is, you know what is that you want to replace here. You know that you want to search for a string called day and you are going to replace with night. Okay. How do you specify a pattern here? Right? That is using ampersand. So if you look at this first example, you are saying SED string replacement / is a delimiter. You are searching for a Unix. Whenever there is a Unix, you are replacing that with brackets ampersand. That means Unix will be replaced as left bracket Unix and right bracket. This ampersand refers the search string. Okay. So let me show you this here as an example. When I say echo Sunday, SED replace day with night, this is good. But what I'm saying here is, basically when you just say ampersand, ampersand basically refers the same thing whatever you are searching, ampersand will refer.
Okay.
Yeah, you can refer this search string here, but the ampersand uses are much wider than that what you are saying it right now. So because it makes no sense it just looks like a little foolish to use something like this. But if you look at the next examples, when I say echo 123 space ABC, and if I do SED S / 0-9 star, here I don't know the search string I am searching for. What I am searching for is 0-9 star. 0 or more occurrences of a number, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dollar ampersand. What is this dollar signifies here? Okay. Replace that with a dollar and whatever is the set string you are matching it here. You see what it does is, so far we have given only static set strings, right? But here I am saying search for something like 0 to 9, any number. If there is a match of a number, put a dollar in front of it. Where we can best use this is, you got, you know, you got some currency details, you know, in a big English, you know, like 10-15 pages document you got, where you have to replace all numbers. You have to represent all numbers as United States currency. That means you have to put a symbol in front of all the numbers, right?
Yes.
How do you do that is just by using this. See, what happens is whenever someone reads a document in USA, they will by default refer that amounts as dollars. But if the same document is coming to Asia, it makes no sense. You know, I might refer it as a INR, someone might refer as some other currency, right? So if you just want to quickly replace all the strings, all the numbers, sorry, not strings, all the numbers in front with some local currency, the dollar. Here, I don't know, I can have like 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4, anything I can have it, right?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So what happens if I say here 4, 5, 6? It's only replacing the occurrence.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So
The star is allowed. You can, okay.
Yeah, star is allowed.
Okay, so star is like, I mean, anything like, okay.
Yeah. No. What's your question?
No, I think I got it. I was just like a while anything, any number is what you meant to say by using stars, right? Any number in that file or whatever, replace it with add a dollar.
Yeah.
Like if I say,
Okay.
in the previous example provided, we have like 10 occurrences of like 10 lines of numbers.
Right.
So each one in a file. So you're pretty much saying anything numeric.
Yep.
Uh,
At least,
okay, got it.
this is the right thing. At least if it has one occurrence for sure, followed by, see here it is 0 or more occurrences. This is a little dangerous thing. What happens is when you do this, everything is getting replaced with dollar. Because even A is 0 occurrence of number, so it's replacing. B is 0 occurrence of number, it's replacing. So we should have one or more occurrence. So at least there should be one between 0 to 9.
With I'm sorry, Ravi. I think I didn't follow the
Okay.
occurrences here. Sorry.
One second. So let me clear it up and run that again. 1, 2, 3, ABC. I'm saying SED. Replace 0 to 9. Okay. Star. The star signifies 0 or more occurrences. Okay. Plus signifies 1 or more occurrences. 0 or more, 1 or more are different things. Even there is no number, what I'm saying is replace with. So it is only replace. So are you good with this example? The first one.
One thing I didn't follow is 0 to 9. Isn't it? Are you seeing like any number there, or is it? I didn't follow when you say occurrences. Are we looking for some pattern when you say occurrences?
Exactly. So here basically what we are saying is we don't know what number it can appear in the document. It can be 1, 2, 3, it can be 6, 7, 8, anything, right?
Okay.
So what we are saying is we have given this, what this left bracket 0-9 right bracket means, one occurrence of a number. That number can be 0 to 9, anything.
Okay, got it.
Okay. But if you have such numbers like 0 or more, okay, so it comes here, okay, there is a number 1 here, the 1 matched here, 1 star. It does not worry about what is after that 1 star. It just puts a dollar here.
Okay.
So we got it. Okay. Let me take another little example. If I take a notepad, okay. If I have a number like 9, the other way of referring this is, yeah, in a regular expression terminology, this 9, I can just simply refer like this. If I have 9, 0, this is like 0 to 9, one occurrence, and it can be anything. When I use this to search, 90 will match. So this will be first digit. The first digit can be anything between 0 to 9. The second digit can be anything between 0 to 9, 90.
Okay, got it.
So what here I am searching is 1, 2, 3. I am looking for any word that starts with a number. As simple as that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, any string that has. But here what is the star means is 0 or more occurrence. Even though there is no number, still replace that with dollar. So here I'm not using global. That's why it's only replacing the first occurrence. But when I use here global, it replaces 1, 2, 3 because it found this occurrence. But when it goes to A, there is a 0 occurrence of number. Still what is the star means? 0 or more occurrences of the numbers. So if I use this here plus, no, why it is fine, okay. So instead of that, I have to use, at least there has to be one number.
Okay.
First, mandatory has to be a number between 0 to 9. The next one, whether I have it or not, I don't care. This is 0 or more. This is 1 or more. So the difference is,
Okay, got it.
I mean, these regular expressions are a little tricky. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, sure, got it now.
So I don't even know all these, so let me practice the next ones. When I say echo ABC 1 2 3 SED hyphen S 0 to 9, okay, 0 or more occurrences. Only first occurrence it is replacing. I think this is just a confusion. 0 to 9. This will replace. So this will check for at least one number, followed by whether you have a number or not, I don't care, but put that in a brackets. So what is this hyphen R does here? When I say echo ABC 1 2 3 SED and there is nothing coming. What happens if I say hyphen R? I don't remember what is this hyphen R does here. But this is getting replaced only, the plus occurrence is only happening if I use hyphen R. Let's quickly search the man page. Regular expression extended, use extended regular expressions in the script. What that means? I need to check that, man, so it's a big thing here. So I think it's looking me from this that if we wanted to use this plus here, what is this plus signify? The difference between plus and star is 0 or more occurrences, plus is 1 or more occurrences.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Star is sometimes in few places they refer it as a question mark. Star is 0 or more occurrences, plus is 1 or more occurrences. If you want to use these extended regular expressions, I think they are saying you have to use hyphen R option. Otherwise it won't be
Okay.
by default. So if you just take out this, I think they are SED is considering this plus is not a default regular expression. This is part of an extended regular expression. So we
Okay, got it.
hyphen R. Now if you look at this, what is happening is a unix.org file. If I cat unix.org, there are few places I'm using some numbers here. There is 93 here, 95, 98, 03, 40 years. So what I'm trying to do here is exactly two occurrences of numbers here, 09 and 09. I don't have a star or I don't have a plus. So this will map to one number and this will map to two numbers. That means if any two-digit number is there, I am putting a bracket in front of it.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is cat unix.org. I say SED yes. Exactly two occurrences. So whenever it finds 1994, 19 will be replaced, 94 will be like this, and 19 exactly two occurrences. If I say
Okay.
star, it's a different ball game now. This is 1994, 95. So this is one or more occurrences.
Okay, sure.
There are a couple of notes I have added here. The character of res is a delimiter. Okay, this delimiter can be anything you want. Very good. Remember that we need to have three delimiters by using SED with S. If you get unterminated S command, it's because you are missing one of them. Okay, we have already discussed it.
Yeah.
So any questions on this slide?
No, Ravi, I think I'm good.
Okay. So look at this SED multiple instructions. Just give it a quick glance. So what if I have to specify multiple instructions? Replace Unix as a Linux. At the same time, replace the numbers with a dollar. If there is where we are giving multiple instructions, all you got to say is SED in a single quotes again. You have to put semicolon. This is the first instruction and this is the second instruction. So how it works is it takes the first line from here, it applies these instructions, then it applies the second instructions on the same line. And the other way is you can use -e option. If you don't want to use semicolon, set -e instruction 1 -e instruction 2. Or you can enter set in single quotes, press enter, it will go to the next line. You can enter one after the another in multiple lines. Like this, if there is multiple things that has to be replaced in a single shot. Is it okay? This example is okay, Ratnaka?
Yes, sorry, I followed it.
Okay. So it's sometimes little confusing to write all of them at a command prompt, and you can just pass all of them through a control file. In each line you have one, specify this control file, and you can just say sed -f control file and give the input thing. So you can pass the instructions with the same line, or you can just put everything in a file. That file we just call it as a control file. Okay. Hope this is okay, right? This example.
Yeah. But now I understand the actually usage of the ampersand, because you want to add the bracket, but at the same time you want to retain the number or whatever value you had.
So ampersand basically refers your set string. So in a Sunday and Monday example, you know what you are searching, right?
Yes.
Here are few examples. Okay. Okay, here I have input.unl file just for understanding. vi input.unl. I got here like 21 lines. When I say set input.unl, it will wait for some instructions. Set simply when I pass some input, it will wait for instructions.
Okay.
When I say set -p input.unl, I think set only p. Sorry. When I say set, the instruction has to be in single quotes here. When I saying that input.unl, how the set works is it goes to the first line. Okay. How the set and grep and arc cut works is it goes to the first line, it applies these instructions. It goes to the second line, it applies these instructions. It goes to the third line and it applies these instructions. Now, since I have given instructions here, it goes to the first line. The default action of set after reading the line is print the same thing. And here we are saying again the instruction is printing.
Okay.
So you'll see the same line couple of times.
Yes.
When I say sed single quotes input.unl, here I'm not giving any instructions. So all I'm saying is just go to the first line, do nothing. Read the first line, do nothing. So the default action of sed is to print on the screen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
if you want to avoid these multiple lines that are getting printed, you have to use -n. Sed -n. It's not a realistic syntax to just use this empty stuff. So what you say is, if you just want to avoid this printing of multiple lines, you have to use -n.
Okay.
When you say sed -n input.unl, it in fact waits for something for you to write in this. Yeah. When you do sed -n, it's saying the default action is printing the line. -n will say that don't do default action.
Okay.
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 If I quickly summarize it, when I do UNL, when you do set, when you pass input.unl, you have to pass something in single quotes.
Yes.
If you don't pass anything, the default action, you just have to leave these single quotes like this. It will print the line whatever it is reading. If you don't want that default one to print, you have to use -n. That's why you get nothing. The return code will be still successful. The print will print the lines. But the way you can use it is the interview question. You have like 1000 lines of file. How do you display line number from 15 to 20?
Okay. Got it.
There you go.
Okay.
From
Okay.
2 to 3. You see the point that I'm coming. There is another way, of course, you can do it. When you say nl input.unl, if you want only from lines 2 to 3, you have to say tail. No, you have to say head till 3 lines. You get 3 lines. On top of it, you have to apply tail -2.
Okay. Yeah.
This is, I mean, there are always multiple ways of doing things. But the thing you can do with is set is the simplest one. Set -n. Why do you use -n? Just to avoid the default behavior of printing.
Okay. Got it.
What happens if you don't use -n? 2, 3 will print, but entire file will also print again.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever,
Got it.
see, whatever is the input it is processing, the default behavior is to print on screen. So we are saying, buddy,
Yes.
we don't want a default behavior. We just want the rows that are matching this criteria.
Got it.
Okay. So 1 second, I found something interesting here too. I say set input.unl. Doesn't work. Need something in single quotes. Basically, you need instructions. What you do after this is single quotes input.unl. The default SED behavior is to print whatever it reads. Print the file processes. Okay. Yeah, anyway, you have it here. Okay. So this is how you can use it. I mean, it's not a big deal. So if you want to display lines 1 to 10 and 5 to 15, there is other way you can do it, of course using head and tail. This is equivalent to grep functionality. In a input.unl file, go to the first line and search for a word called line 1. If it finds, print it on the screen. This is like a grep functionality. You can do grep. When I say grep line 1 from input.unl, right? Whatever you're matching here, you'll find it here, right? The same thing you can do with sed also. Sed -n, search for line 1. The default action is print from input.unl.
Okay.
If you don't want exact opposite grep -i, grep -vr command, the negation of it. I mean, the easiest way to set things is through grep only, not through sed. Sed will help us to do on-the-fly replacements.
Okay, sure.
Even though it does the set stuff, we still use it to do the on-the-fly replacements only. So, are you good with this usage of options? Why we are using -n is not an, even I'll forget once in a while, as in, even though I teach, if I give it like 3 months or 4 months break, why I'm using -n. So, P option, -n, just to avoid the default behavior.
Yeah, sure.
Now, the P, you are printing the lines you want. Okay. What if you don't want lines from 1 to 5 and you want everything? Basically, you are deleting lines. When you say cat input.unl sed -n, why I'm not using -n here? Yeah, basically you want to process entire.
Oh.
Yeah. Except 1 to 5, you'll print everything.
Okay, got it.
What happens if you use -n? Nothing will print.
Yeah.
Because delete, you are saying that do a default action, but delete 1 to 5 lines and print everything. But how can we replicate this with P? Can't we do this with P? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
You can do the same thing with P. But it's just that you have to use -n.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. I mean, there are ways, but this is an easiest way to do it. You don't have to use this extra stuff.
Yeah.
The most frequent one that I use as SED for is if someone asks that I want lines number from 100 to 200. It's a very good interview question, Ratnakar, Especially,
Yeah.
especially when Desi guy is doing an interview. Come on. If you rate yourself like 8 out of 10 in Unix shell scripting, the first thing they start is SCD arc commands. Okay, I gave up. My goodness. And but these are good stuff too. So these have been like I've been modifying right now. These have been evaluated with the way I teach. Here are few miscellaneous commands. I don't even.
See, I didn't. I think I lost the NL.
Yeah. NL just displays the line numbers. NL command just line numbers, nothing else, just the line numbers.
Okay.
I mean, they cannot place ln because ln was already getting used for something else, links. So
Okay.
they just kept a NL line numbers. I mean that's what my guess is. Okay.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
In VI it is line num, I guess, right?
Oh,
LINENEM.
SENU set number colon SCTNUM.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Input dot UNL colon set NUMBER, and we can in short say SC number NUM, or if you want SC no number, no no NU, SC no number. If you want to give set no number, I think there is a way we can see all of these. If you use no, not this one. There is set all options. I think all options you can see there are like bunch of options with V8 or 2.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm just thinking what this will do here. NL, okay. Said what is this oneness? That means line number 1 or replace
Okay.
only in line number 1. Okay, let's try this.
Dash with SH.
The etc password, when I do cat etc password,
Okay. The root will be replaced with SH now. Yeah.
root is bin bash replaced. Is it replacing anything else? That's my question here. Other than root, I think only first line it will replace. What about these two guys here? Is it replacing at the end? I think it's only replacing first line.
Fine. Okay.
One S.
But do I need an S there?
Sorry?
Yeah, I think. I was just thinking if we need an S there,
Yeah,
we
S
will
is actually
probably
the string
one.
replacement, right?
Okay. Okay.
S for substitution.
Okay. Got it.
So this will replace between 5 and 10.
Okay.
So I think this is the same thing. SED hyphen N. Replace root with ASDF globally and print it. Only print those lines, you know. When you use P, it's always most of the time you come across hyphen N.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at few
So I
examples.
have the NL, right? So it is a line number, but why would you prefer an NL for, like, say, cat or not cat in this, or is just a way prefer?
Well, just wanna let you know that what's been replaced. It's easier to understand. You know, here we
Oh,
are,
okay.
here we are playing on line
Okay.
numbers, right?
Okay. Okay. Got it.
You know, at a line number 1, so it makes more sense to use display something with NL rather than cat.
Okay.
So when I say if you replace no login from 1 comma 5, yeah, first won't touch, second, third, 4 and 5, these will be replaced. And just to, since we are playing with numbers at SED, NL gives easy understandability here.
Yeah. Got it.
Now let's look at this example. I have very few examples and I got like 15 minutes, so I think we can cover that. Let's
Sure.
look at this first example and see what will be the output when I run this.
Enter some value. Okay. 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 Success with. I mean, you are entering a value and then replacing x with the value, but uh, in the file.
That is confusing. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we are reading a value. Let's say you entered a value as 100.
Okay.
What is that SED needs? This is a SED. SED needs some input, right?
Yes.
The input is the value is XXX. On this input line, this command will work. This will find out wherever is this XXX. Okay. And it will replace XXX with dollar value. Since I am using single quotes here, it will be exactly replaced as dollar value. But what is the set's default action? Print it on a screen. So it echoes it. It echoes it to on the screen. So it echoes the value is dollar value, in the sense the value is 100. Okay. To understand this, we need to understand two things. Set takes input, right? On input, given input, these instructions will be applied. That's the first thing.
Okay.
The second thing we need to understand is these single quotes are strong quotes, so nothing will be replaced here.
Got it. Okay.
The third thing we need to understand is set whatever is the line it is working on, the default action is echo that to a screen output. Now, if you combine all of them, on this given input, this set command will be applied. That means the value is colon dollar value. Okay. Now, just the first part is done. The first part of replacement is done. The second part of set is to echo it on the screen. While echoing it on the screen, the value is dollar value. Dollar value will be replaced with 999. Okay. Now set is doing two things here. Set applies some given instructions in a single quotes on a given input. So it applied the instructions. The second action is echoing it. While echoing it, the value will be replaced with. Now let me show it you here. When I say echo, the value is XXX. Okay, you agree it, right? Still here. When I say SED, I'm saying XXX replaced with dollar value.
Dollar. This will be dollar value, I guess.
Yeah.
Value is dollar value.
Yeah. So what it does is this XXX will be replaced with this dollar value. Now the output will come as the value is colon dollar value. But the echo statement looks for something called value, the variable. The variable you are getting it from here. When I say value is equal to 99, when I run this command, you get value is 99. Here, there are three things coming in picture. The first one is, okay, let me not confuse you here. Let's take this Ravi. You are good with this, right? The value is XX is replaced with Ravi. Okay. Now instead of Ravi, I'm putting here value. You'll get value here.
Got it.
But when I say dollar value, okay, you directly get dollar value here.
Yeah.
I don't want a dollar value. You want a value of this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we are basically testing all the functionality of SED. SED basically does two things.
But echo in single quotes will write whatever we gave it, but SED in single quotes is still looking for a value.
No, echo even in single quotes does not write it.
It will write dollar value, right? Echo in single quotes, not the value.
Apply instructions in single quotes. Then echo the current input line. Okay, you are saying something. Sorry.
No, I meant if I just do an echo in single quotes dollar value, it'll still print dollar value only. It won't really do anything else. But SED $value is still looking for a.
No. What it does is in step 1, okay, when you do this, in a step 1, that's what I wrote here. Apply instructions in single quotes. After completion of a step 1, how it looks like is the value is $value. After after step 1, SED does the 2 steps, right? First step, it replaces XXX with $value. But the second step is it echoes this to the screen. It is like running command now. The second step will become like this. The moment you do this, it looks for this value variable.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, look at the second example. I think it's the same thing we are doing. I mean, let's not go to the second example. It's a little even I hate this example. I don't know. I'll remove it going forward. But you can practice. You can practice it. You know, you have like n number of files, and if you want to add something at the top of every file, SED-I inline inserts. You know, what I want you to do is just practice this at your home.
Oh.
So you have 2 files, sample01, sample02, and it appends at a line number 1. If you want to add at the top something that for all the files in your file directory, so SED-I edits the files in place. The specific line number, it replaces the string on each and every file. Here, of course, we are doing for as well. So, but just practice this at home. But I wanted to cover this example 3.
Sure.
So, this is something we use in DB2. I mean, it makes more sense to you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, there is something called high performance unload. You have
you
come across that high performance unload. Instead of doing a load, there is a tool from IBM called HPU.
Oh, really? I didn't get.
Yeah, what happens is, more than import, load is faster. If load takes 1 hour, high performance unload finishes that in like 5-6 minutes. If load takes 1 hour, high performance unload finishes. It's like it opens multiple streams, man, and does the stuff.
Wow. Okay. And this is in 10.1, is it, or like 9.7 itself?
The licensed one.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You need to buy that license. We just bought the license for production only. Because what we do,
nice. Oh.
Yeah, before we do reorg, we actually take a table level backup.
Okay.
If reorg table messes up, just to be on the safer side.
Yes. Okay. So, but this is you're saying unload, but it's actually a load quicker than a load. Is that what you mean?
Quicker than no, sorry, I compared it wrong. It's an alternative to export. Sorry, it's an alternative to export. Export.
Okay, got it.
I confuse. So it's high performance unload only.
Oh, got it. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so we have an import and load, but there is no real export and the other one. So
yeah.
Okay, got it. Okay, oh, cool. Okay.
So what we are doing is, if you start here, number of arguments not equal to 4, then we are displaying that usage. Buddy, the way you use it is base name, the file name, data. You need to pass database name, you need to pass table name, you need to pass output file, and you need to pass load file. So I'm
okay, sure.
DB2 default DB default is $1. Okay. Database name, table name, output file, and load file. So export DB to HPU IC SED control. Okay. So these are 2 temporary files. DB to HPU IC. I'm saying that global connect to. I don't want to replace this dollar here. So that's why I'm using this.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I want to replace this DB to default database with whatever the $1 value I'm passing it here. So I'll generate the high performance unload. This is how the HPU syntax is. Connect to database. Uh, don't fish the table spaces on that. Just unload this. You know, while unloading it, it will generate the load file as well. You know.
Okay. Sure.
While unloading, it generates the load file as well, and it will generate that load file syntax for us, so that if something goes bad, you can just run that load file.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is I'm generating all of these, but I'm not replacing any dollar values here. But I'll apply in future a set control file. You know, I define set control file. You on the other slides we looked at it, right? Said you can give multiple instructions in multiple lines.
Okay, sure.
The first instruction is here. The exclamation is the delimiter.
Not to.
Yeah, exclamation is a delimiter. The first instruction is whenever you find $db2 default path, replace with db2 default path. That means whenever you find this db2 default path, it will replace with this $1.
Okay, sure.
What we are basically doing is we have a global HPU file. So whenever you pass a database name, table name, output file, and load file, it will run that stuff.
Okay, got it.
It generates the script and it replaces with the given table name and database name. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one complicated way of doing SED, man. Trust me. But what I want you to do is just take this and run step by step and see how it is coming up.
Yeah, sure. I see use for it, like import or export or any other options.
You know, if you want to do something generic.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So these are the 3 examples I have. Yeah, 2 we haven't covered it, but I want you to practice it. There is something. This is something very rare scenario, but it's still worth at least practicing it once, so that you'll understand this for loop at least. And this
is sure. I think
I'll practice, right?
Yeah, sure.
You know, this is how you call it: set3.sh, database name, table name, generate output file here, and load file here. Okay. So if I do a quick recap, we started with the single quotes and double quotes, the difference, strong quotes versus weak quotes. So how SED is different from VI? Because SED is non-interactive, VI is interactive. SED is stream oriented, VI is not stream oriented. Then we looked at S for substitution, and we looked at delimiter option. We looked at ampersand to replace the input string, giving a multiple instructions through control file. These 3 we actually used in example 3. Then we looked at printing options, -n, you know, printing a line numbers, searching for it. You are able to hear me, Ratnakar? Yeah, looks like I lost voice to Owen. You're able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. So I'm just trying to recap what we have covered. Set multiple instructions, various options, like 3 examples.
Yeah. Yes.
Practice these 3 at least once, so that it will register in your mind.